Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's around 8:10 a.m. Almost 8 p.m. 8:10 a.m. Leaving this back alley this Thursday morning, and much to my surprise, oh, here's the mail. Okay, now I'm not surprised anymore. You know what I find really comforting is that the mail doesn't go down the back alley. So anyway, here's Banjo. Got the nice fall colors. Oh my god, they're getting their first mail. Congratulations. But don't talk to me now. Unless you know, I don't even want to give that PSA out. But, maybe you should introduce yourself to the mailman. I'll say that. Maybe an introduction to the neighborhood mailman would best serve you and your need time here on this NISD school bus route. Anyway, a couple things I wanted to say today, and I figured I'd just go ahead and get on camera and say them over here on Swandale. Because where else would I be? Should I take a poll? Where else would Michelle be? Michelle Morelez. Mirelez. Because right now it's Swandale. Okay. Anyway, I want to go ahead and pop up on camera because one, about the aircraft collision that happened yesterday evening. I would say evening. And obviously a tragedy, and I read an article about it. The Stars and Stripes had a very informative article about that. Already had information from air traffic control and all that. So on Twitter, personally known as so obviously very devastating and very traumatic. So I just want to say not my apologies, not my regards, but just I don't know, just kind of a statement on how it's a tragedy. Kind of statement. A statement of a statement, okay? It's a tragedy and traumatic experience, obviously, for these aircrafts to have collided like that. I haven't heard if I think there's like 50 passengers on board. As far as injuries and all that, I'm not too sure, but still very traumatic and tragic. And also something, I think, it being a Black Hawk helicopter, which is military. I think something the director of national intelligence was probably in their purview. So, and if you didn't know, I just saw a tweet from Edward Snowden saying that the new director of national intelligence gets sworn in today. And in doing so, we'll have to disown any praise or allegiance to whistleblowers. So I just think that'll be interesting. Being the director and all that. Definitely it is interesting. Is there a good and a bad side in the U.S. military, in the intelligence community? Because I know that's something that Clown Gabbard expressly spent most of her career, at least on the national level. In 2012, she was elected to be a representative in Hawaii. When was it, 2018? Decided to step on up to a Democrat presidential candidate. So, this is a new street, by the way. They just did these recently. So, let's go, Benji. Go, puppy. Here too. So I just think it's in our situation preparedness discussions I have with y'all over here on Swandale. Swandale, you see Swandale? I just think it'd be a very interesting time. Again, this plane crash aside, but plane collision and crash. I just think it'll be interesting to see what's going on there. I mean, I think y'all know my perspective, so what are the orders? What are the directives? What are the commands? Who's in charge? And what is their ultimate goal? Something that, you know, I've been saying for 4 years now, is that her and I's ultimate goal do not align. That's what I've been saying for 4 years. So, here on this NISD school bus route, there's that little machine that gets up the road. I mean, when you work against the United States, if you're a part of the United States government and you actively work against the United States, it's very serious. That's what I said 4 years ago. And then I got sent to University Health Hospital, October of 2021. So this is going to be very interesting, and obviously these things, it's not a surprise. These events and situations, as far as the transition into a new administration, as far as the public square goes, I don't think is a surprise at all. So I would say, in my opinion, that's how the United States government works. There's usually not a lot of room and variable for surprise. Just my opinion. You know, for various reasons. So. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's what I want to talk about. From what I see Clown Gabbard has a lot of support. That's from what I see, but again, it's from what I see, and I'll leave it at that. So, yeah, as far as Edward Snowden tweeting that on Twitter, presently known as X, I think is very interesting to note in the public square conversation. which we probably won't get from The View. How disappointing, right? So you're not going to talk about the money wasted in Gaza? Not one word? Why are you even a talk show? How disappointing. You just want to be unsatisfactory to everybody. That's what you want to do. Man, I ain't watching this show. You're not even going to talk about it. Canceled. I have canceled The View on this NISD school bus route. So they're not even going to talk about any kind of common, salacious, not even one joke. Canceled, fired. I have fired them from this NISD school bus route. Anyway, one second, I'm holding my cup of coffee. Oh, weird. 1 second. Okay. So anyway, canceled. Anyway, you know what I think would be cool, and I think it's something I talked about. Was it? I think New Year's from 2022 to 2023. Said, wouldn't it be cool if like this government, this public-private partnership, talk about wasting money and stuff like that. These are a lot of issues that maybe if you happen to, I mean, not in my socialized neighborhood, but maybe if you happen to live in a neighborhood kind of like this, you know, living kind of like me, all like this, I mean, busy, living your life, blessed, not stressed, then, you know, maybe you don't have much to say about how the money's being spent in Gaza, you know, but if there's like a public partnership kind of thing where it's like, okay, so it kind of, there's a lot of, not a lot of ice, but when it snowed, there was like definitely a lot of snow. Most of the snow wasn't in the street, it was like on the sidewalk and stuff like that. But you have this water here. I see it go down over there. It's, you know, and then it goes in this drain. I see it trickling down. I see all these pipings. So, you know, you own your property of land, and then there's something underneath it, so you can have water, natural gas and stuff like that. That one's a storm drain, but on some people's, like on the grass part, this one up here is the driveway. It says either water, meter, gas, you know, stuff like that. The water flowed. It got colder on the street. There was snow on the street. Everywhere where Benji and I went to walk, there was snow on the street, just on the sidewalks. How people have cut their trees. I guess we walked away from it now, but this tree was cut like that, and I've seen that kind of style of landscaping at the zoo. So wouldn't it be nice if, like, I don't know, there was a public-private kind of partnership there? Why does this happen? Why does this happen? And then the public has familiar knowledge and is able to say concretely, not just in what can at times seem abstract. This is a waste of money, this is not. You know? And this government, I don't know, is that called public-private? No, I'm mixing the term. You know, it can be, instead of just verified and it's just any random verification because you paid Elon Musk because you wanted a special feature or whatever, I don't know. Subscriptions because it helps, whatever, I don't know. this kind of verification from the government can actually kind of mean something. You know, and I'm saying that, yes, very aware of how I started this video. So, I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm surrounded by road work and all this stuff. So, and from what I can see, my novice, I don't have any, I'm just guessing. I've never worked in roads or anything like that. Seems like a waste of money at best. It seems like it could be intimidation if you keep on going down that line. So 4 years plus on this NISD school bus route, not an income, not nothing. Is Congress going to ask the new Director of National Intelligence, why is it I have not received income from being filmed ever? Y'all think that's going to be a question before she gets confirmed as Director of National Intelligence? Or is that not worth the time on the congressional floor? Because it's just a my issue and not anybody else's. This is not a national intelligence issue. Right here, this box, it's just a box. It's not national security. Don't worry about it. Don't ask Clown Gabbard about why I have yet to receive any money from my art after 2021, from my YouTube videos. And before then, we can only guess. Apparently to Clown Gabbard, I was a volunteer. That's what happened. So, if there's any questions directed towards her or the press secretary, that would be great. My guess is I probably won't find them with my algorithm. But if they're asked nonetheless, I think that's really important. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. I guess that's my chit chat today. I'm gonna let Banjo in and see if I have anything else to say. 1 second. And to this day, my mom, Tracy and Kimmy, have not to my face directly, verbally stated that I am a public figure and celebrity. It is, I do not have a job. I'm at the low end of the totem pole. The only resemblance of a job that I have that is acknowledged here, right, is I clean the house, and sometimes I get $20 for it. Not around Christmas time though, in January, because of the presents that I got. So, anyway, I can't wait to be next to my husband. Not one interview, not nothing. So, the Edward Snowden tweet, I guess I'll go ahead and like it since I referenced it in this video. But yeah, a tragedy of that aircraft collision, including a Black Hawk helicopter. Which I think were used in wartime. I think that's why they were made. They're not used for wartime anymore, but I remember just looking up the Black Hawk helicopter, and from what I can remember looking up a while ago, I think they were wartime helicopters. That's why they're called Black Hawk. And obviously technology and there's been newer versions and stuff like that. Anyway, a traumatic event for onlookers, a tragedy, obviously, and also it's Clown Gabbard's turn. Interesting after RFK Jr., huh? I don't have any problems with RFK Jr. If there's been any sort of created problems, I'm sure people can read into that. because making a mess of a mess is something that I would say the likes of Clown Gabbard would be proficient at, and even in some circles be proud of. Um, I mean, what else are we to guess and assume, right? I mean, I'm just saying about the road work. It don't make any sense at all. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say today. So I guess I won't keep y'all too long. Another day, another dollar. Tracy's off today, so we're all going to be here at the house. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I'll talk to you later. Happy Thursday. I hope for my husband to be right next to me all the time. And until then, I'll talk to y'all later from this non-issue and security risk box over here. That again got replaced. There was money spent to replace it. I wonder what the issues were. Anyway, y'all have a good one.